MBFFL fans accuse Whitney Thor of violating boundaries. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Does Whitney Thor have an issue with boundaries? My big fat fabulous life viewers really love Whitney's confidence and spirit. However, fans online recently noted that she sometimes pushes things a little too far. Some even think her behavior is inappropriate at times. But which scenes specifically are problematic? Keep reading to see what Redditors had to say on the subject. Does Whitney Thor have consent issues? Many people agree that there's nothing wrong with a little consensual physical affection now and then. But some my big fat fabulous life viewers believe that Whitney Thor crosses that line multiple times on the show. It's not ok to touch. One Redditor posted in a new thread this week. Why does she think it's ok to always be touching her male friends in inappropriate ways? She was always making Buddy rub something and leading him on. There was a couch scene last season I thought I was going to puke, and she was with Chase at the time. Then she's naked and asking her employee to scratch her back. If I went back to season 1 and rewatched, I know there's more. Many Redditors agreed that there were many examples of Whitney touching people without direct consent. I think she's seeking affirmation that she is desirable, even if that means forcing herself on men. Another user wrote, not just her male friends. She tried to touch the male Polynesian dancers in Hawaii too, and they told her no. Someone else chimed in. Other Redditors replied that Whitney ignored the dancers and touched them anyway. Do you think the TLC star has an issue with touching and consent? Leave your ideas in the comments. My big fat fabulous life fans want more information on Babs. Viewers love Whitney, but they also love her mother Babs. That's why it was so alarming for many to hear that Babs suffered a pretty serious stroke. But the good news is that Babs' condition seems to be improving. The new episodes of My Big Fat Fabulous Life were filmed months ago, so fans are just now seeing the struggles the family face together. Whitney routinely lets fans know that her mother is doing well and working on the recovery process. Babs' condition was very serious, but viewers are incredibly thankful that it wasn't worse. Hopefully, she continues to make remarkable progress and regains her health. Stay tuned for more stories on Whitney Thor and My Big Fat Fabulous Life. New episodes air on Tuesday nights at 10 p.m. and also stream on Discovery+. Don't forget to check in and see what's going on with the TLC star next. Whitney Thor, star of the reality TV show My Big Fat Fabulous Life, MBFFL, had always been a beacon of body positivity and self-acceptance. Her candid approach to sharing her life had won her a devoted following. However, her openness occasionally led to controversy, and a recent incident had fans buzzing with accusations that Whitney had violated personal boundaries. It all began during the filming of the latest season of MBFFL. Whitney had organized a retreat for her friends and family, hoping to create an environment where everyone could relax, reconnect, and work on their personal goals. The retreat was set in a beautiful cabin in the mountains, complete with stunning views, cozy accommodations, and a schedule filled with activities designed to promote wellness and self-discovery. One evening, Whitney arranged a group exercise that involved sharing personal experiences and emotions. The activity, called Breaking Down Barriers, was intended to foster openness and trust within the group. Participants were asked to share deeply personal stories and confront their fears and insecurities. Whitney, ever the enthusiastic leader, encouraged everyone to participate fully. However, some of her friends and family members felt uncomfortable with the level of vulnerability required. During the session, Whitney pressed her friend Ashley to share more about a painful breakup that she had mentioned briefly. Despite Ashley's visible discomfort, Whitney continued to push, believing that confronting the issue would be therapeutic. The episode aired, and the response from fans was swift and harsh. Many viewers felt that Whitney had crossed a line by pressuring Ashley to share something so personal. Social media platforms were flooded with comments accusing Whitney of violating her friend's boundaries and disregarding her feelings. Whitney went too far this time, one fan tweeted. You can't force someone to open up about something they're not ready to talk about. That's just disrespectful. I used to love watching MBFFL, but this episode was hard to watch. Another fan wrote on Facebook. The backlash was not limited to social media. Several online articles and blogs criticized Whitney's actions, calling for her to issue an apology and reconsider her approach to sensitive topics. Whitney was devastated by the negative response. She had always prided herself on being open and supportive, and the accusations of boundary violations struck a nerve. She took some time to reflect on the incident and realized that she needed to address the concerns of her fans and the people involved. In a heartfelt video posted on her social media channels, Whitney acknowledged the criticisms and apologized for her actions. "Hey everyone, it's Whitney. I want to talk about something that happened on the show that has upset a lot of people. I realize now that I pushed Ashley to share more than she was comfortable with, and for that, I am truly sorry. My intention was never to make anyone feel uncomfortable or disrespected." Whitney continued, "I value the relationships I have with my friends and family, and I am committed to learning from this experience. I will be more mindful of personal boundaries in the future and ensure that everyone feels safe and respected." After her public apology, Whitney reached out to Ashley privately to make amends. She wanted to ensure that their friendship remained intact and that Ashley felt heard and respected. They met at a local coffee shop to talk things through. "Ashley, I am so sorry for what happened," Whitney said, her eyes filled with remorse. "I never meant to push you or make you feel uncomfortable. I just thought it would help to talk about it, but I see now that I was wrong." Ashley appreciated Whitney's sincerity. "Whitney, I know your heart was in the right place, but it was really hard for me. I wasn't ready to share that part of my life, especially not in front of the cameras." "I understand," Whitney replied, reaching out to hold Ashley's hand. "I promise to be more considerate of your feelings and boundaries from now on." Their conversation helped to mend the rift between them, and they left the coffee shop with a renewed sense of understanding and respect for each other. The incident served as a wake-up call for Whitney. She realized that her approach to vulnerability and openness needed to be more nuanced and respectful of others' boundaries. She decided to educate herself on the importance of personal boundaries and how to foster a supportive environment without overstepping. Whitney began attending workshops and reading books on emotional intelligence and communication. She also sought guidance from therapists and counselors to better understand how to navigate sensitive topics without causing harm. As part of her growth, Whitney decided to incorporate what she had learned into her show. She invited experts to discuss the importance of boundaries and emotional well-being, hoping to educate her audience and herself. The new season of MBFL featured episodes dedicated to these topics, with Whitney openly sharing her journey of learning and growth. Whitney's efforts to address the incident and grow from it did not go unnoticed. Many fans appreciated her sincerity and willingness to learn from her mistakes. The backlash gradually subsided, and viewers began to see Whitney's genuine commitment to being a better friend and ally. Whitney's apology felt real and heartfelt. One fan commented on Instagram, "It's clear that she's trying to learn from this and make amends. I'm willing to give her another chance." Seeing Whitney take responsibility and educate herself on boundaries is really inspiring. Another fan wrote on Twitter, "We all make mistakes, but it's how we respond and grow that matters." Whitney continued to engage with her fans, answering questions and addressing concerns openly. She wanted to rebuild the trust that had been damaged and show that she was committed to being a better person. With the support of her friends, family, and fans, Whitney moved forward, determined to create a more respectful and supportive environment on her show and in her personal life. She continued to share her journey of self-discovery, hoping to inspire others to reflect on their own actions and relationships. Whitney's newfound understanding of boundaries enriched her relationships and deepened her connections with those around her. She became more attuned to the needs and feelings of others, fostering an environment where everyone felt safe and respected. The lessons Whitney learned from the incident also influenced the way she approached other aspects of her life. She became an advocate for mental health and emotional well-being, using her platform to raise awareness and support those in need. As the new season of MBFL aired, fans noticed a positive shift in the show's tone and content. Whitney's growth and commitment to respecting boundaries were evident in the way she interacted with her friends and family.